Meltdown. It takes place in the 7 o'clock hour. Make sure you tune in and tell somebody. Personal development is the goal. That's the key. We're going live on YouTube as well as on Facebook on my personal page at Adonis, Adonius Johnson, right? This is about personal growth, personal development. I am, of course, your host, Adonis Johnson. I am the creator of I Am My Life Coach. It's a self-help tool. Self-awareness is my primary focus. I can't wait to break down this lesson with you guys today. Hello, Phoenix checking in. Desiree checking in. There'll be a few others checking in. Hello, 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 and hello. You guys, I have such a good lesson for us to learn today. We've been at this thing consistent. Anything that we do consistent will gain strength. It will gain power. I am a mental health advocate. Being that I'm a mental health advocate, I specialize in things that deals with the way we think, how we think, why we think the way we think, and things as such. I believe that many of us that's joining on this broadcast, we won't change, but we don't have the right system for change. I'm gonna repeat that again after I speak to the Invisible Crown Army. Invisible Crown Army, what's going on? Peace and blessings. I see Marie checked in and Isha checked in. It's a few other people I look forward to seeing because I'm you guys' accountability partner, right? When you have an accountability partner, that means you have to give an account. That means we have to show up. I don't know why we showing up. I don't know what we showing up for. I just know and believe that we showing up for something. And if we show up for something, we will leave with something. I hope we don't leave with an attitude. I hope we don't leave with the wrong idea. This thing is on you. We have trusted many people before. We have trusted so many people, you guys. We have trusted them with our finances. We have trusted them with our hearts. We have trusted them with our future. And it seems as if we still stuck here, right? Trying to get to another level. Let's be clear. Many of us, we made some progress, all right? I'm not going to allow me or you to believe we have not accomplished nothing. We should be thankful for the fact that we still in the game, right? This game is called life. I'm going to call a timeout in a minute. And when I call a timeout, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm calling a timeout on. But before that, I got to give you some instructions to how this broadcast work, how this live work, all right? I'm not here to agree with the way you think. I understand that you have your thoughts about your life. I get it. But I'm going to open up and I'm going to share my life. That's why I have to call on the spirit that calls on me. So I'm going to allow the spirit to deal with me. And when you see how I'm dealing with the spirit and the spirit is dealing with me, I might cry, I might yell, I might go back and forth. I might get slayed right before your eyes. This is not staged. I don't look to pretend. I'm so real about my life that it is not even funny. Well, how did I get this strength? Where do I get this confidence from? It's from I Am My Life Coach. It's an inner concept. This inner concept allows me to ground myself so that I can be respectful of those that are around me. All right. So let me start it over again. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. It takes place in the 7 o'clock hour. What am I asking you to do before this broadcast is done? You're going to have to share this broadcast with at least 5 people. I don't care if they don't like you. If they don't like you, that's who you share it with. At the end of the day, they ain't rolling with you anyway. I'm here for bigger, better, greater. And the only way that we gonna get bigger, better, and greater, we're gonna have to have some haters. The only time people hate on you is when your destiny is great. We spent too much time in the wrong area. What's going on? Sean and Toya just checked in. Katia just checked in. I'm also going live testing 1, 2. Let me make sure that YouTube is picking me up. Okay, my voice is good. All right, good. I'm on YouTube live as well for you guys. If you don't like to read other people's comments, because as you can see, my hands is here, right? So I'm not typing nothing. But you can read what everybody else type, or you can touch that screen, swipe it to the side, get this message so you can keep it moving. We all have goals. So I want to remind you before I get started about the goals. Every month, you should have a goal. We are on the 4th month right now. That means 4 goals in your life should have been accomplished up until this point. If you are missing some things, right? If you are missing some stuff, you need to go back and find out what goal did you have in January, right? What goal did you have in February? Okay. What goal did you have in March, right? Now we at April. He will make up for your lost time, but it's not my job to call it out. It's your job to call it out. I'm here to ground you as an accountability partner, right? I'm a transformation life coach. I'm here to help you with your transformation, but your transformation consists of transition. And a lot of us, we're not transitioning properly, right? We're raggedy. We just want to jump up here. I have some illustrations I want to give to you, and I'm going to slow down and I'm going to redirect this traffic so we can see if we can take an alternate route in order to get the things that you need in order for you to go to a higher level within yourself. I believe if God can bless me to give you some words, some insight, then you can take that insight and one thing can change everything in your life. That's what faith is all about. It's the substance. And what do? I'm come to deliver substance. So for many of you, if you ever wonder if you lack faith, you open up today and you will receive some. I'm going to deliver substance for some of you. I'm going to use me to get something cracking up in the spirit realm and bring that thing back out. And when I throw it to you, you better grab it and you better move and grab that thing and make it work. You better grab that thing just like back in the day when we had candy as children's, right? And that thing fell on the ground. You didn't think twice. You grabbed it, say, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. I'm going to kiss it to the sky, put it in my mouth. I'm about to make it work. That's what I want to do. I want to take some of my bottom experience and use it for the greater good. I want you to look at where you at right now. Everybody wants change. Unfortunately, did you ever think we don't have a system in place for change? That's why ain't nothing changing. We don't have a system for change. We can sit here and look at everybody else. I just want this. I just want that. And at the end of the day, you still don't have nothing because what you want is what you don't have. Come on now. Take your eyes off of what you want and put your eyes back on what you have. And right now, you have this moment to make your transformation. You have this moment to be open, to be honest with yourself. Nobody cares about what you look like. I'm so grateful that I'm talking into a camera, right? I'm so grateful that I got these lights flashing in my face, right? I'm so grateful because all you have is a little picture up top. Many people don't know who you are. They know your name. And some of you, you are burning your name up based on how you respond. I would rather be considered an idiot or a fool than to open my mouth and remove the doubt. What am I saying? I've been called, charged to do this thing here. This thing ain't easy. Okay. This like lights, camera, action. Okay. God say go. God tell me to go. And I got to start breaking myself down to strangers and people I don't know. Now, some people say, you know, I admire you for doing that. This ain't easy, you guys. This is not easy, but when you have a calling that you have, I would rather do this than not do what he called me to do. Don't you know how Jonah got in that fish inside that dark place? Who put him there? God did. God commanded a fish, a dark place. Whoop, swoop him, and he was in that dark place for a minute. Some of you, you are in a dark place now. Okay? Let's be clear. Your darkest place is about to give you the most clarity. Your darkest moment is about to give you the most clarity. At the end of the day, just don't try to kill the messenger. I do have a message, but God is taking the message and he's converting it over to the messenger. Once you're done with this download, just like 007, this message will blow up like boom. Why? Because each and every last one of you has some work to do. It's on you. We on the same team, okay? Now, what does that mean to be on the same team? To be on the same team, meaning we understand that we are the bag up, we the help, we the support, we the if it don't work, we the I messed up, we everything right now. We got to discipline ourselves, we got to check ourselves. Ain't nobody gonna check you like you can check you. But for many of you, you would rather blame somebody else to go back and forth with them instead of get your butt in that mirror and choke yourself and say, hey, what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you don't spend this money? What did I tell you? See, you always got to go. And I know this means you crazy, right? No, this ain't crazy. Because I'm letting you understand this is a separation period. I'm going to break this thing down for you, and I'm going to make it plain as I possibly can. I'm going to do a recap, and I'm going to flip the script. When I flip the script, that's because I love the scriptures, because of the way that I'm able to read it. God allowed me to read scriptures, you guys. And when I read, I'll be like, you sure, God? Are you sure you want me to say this to them? And you're like, you better say this to them, right? So I'm here to give you something that nobody else can give you. This is personal development. That's why I say personal growth, right? We finna move from being selfless. Many of you are selfless, okay? And we finna transition from selfless to selfish. I know that sounds kind of strange. Selfish. I don't want to be selfish, right? You need to be selfish at this point. You done gave everything away that you have. You don't have nothing. So at this point, you just left, but I didn't want to be selfish. Listen to me. Did I say separation? Let's find out what selfish is. You have to have something to hold on to something. Many of us don't have what we should have because we were selfless, and the selfish one came and took everything you have. Okay? So you don't have nothing. So this is the wrong time to be talking about, I don't want to be selfish. Let's change roles for a little bit, okay? Let's be clear. Many people want you to be the saint, and they get to play the sinner. The roles is about to change. The table's about to be turning in a little bit, okay? You about to be who you are, right? But we ain't looking at nobody else to be perfect, all right? We just saying, hey, you are who you are. That's it. That's a mindset. That's an attitude. So I'm asking every last one of you to put on your armor. If you don't put on, there's many pieces to the armor, but I need for you to put on one particular piece today. Put the breastplate on. It's called the breastplate of righteousness. But for the invisible crown army, you come to know this as put your feelings in your pocket, because you don't need feelings on this broadcast at this point, okay? So we're going to move on. Let me get my music straight, and let me get in here because I don't want to miss out on no time, because I know I feel this thing all inside of me. So let me get myself together. Peace and blessings again. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. It takes place in the 7 o'clock hour. As you can see, I got on my army fatigue. Listen to me, y'all. I got a skate jam coming up. Now, listen, I got tickets for this thing, okay? Don't y'all have me skating around this place all by myself. I need you to not just get one ticket. You better get 2 to 3 tickets. Now, let's be clear. I don't ask people to donate anything to the Invisible Crown Army no more than I ask you to donate to I Am My Life Coach, which is nonprofit. It's 501c3. So this is nonprofit that I have going on here. But what I do ask is for you to support what it is we put out here. I don't see taking your money. I'm an entrepreneur. I own several businesses. And I also have many of you that's on here that calls on me for counsel. You call on me for support and help, right? So that means I have friends that's entrepreneurs. Let's be clear about the people that's on this broadcast. The fruit do not fall far from the tree. If I'm crazy, then what does that say about you? Then at the end of the day, I think we like this right now, okay? There's many of you that's very intelligent. There's many of you that's entrepreneurs. There's many of you that has a job, a side hustle, a begging hustle, a slick hustle. You had a slick uncle. You had a family member. Y'all know how to get stuff done. You a head buster. You will go for broke. That's why we here, okay? This is not we're pure line. No. We are the robbers. We just decided to be the cop for a little while. See, before we became, come on, Carrie, before we became the cop, we was the robbers. Before we became wanting to be the police, we the ones the police had to chase, okay? Before you start praise dancing, wanting to give God some glory, you was at the club trying to learn the wiggle wobble and the ego and the twerk moves. Before you was trying to motivate people, you was over there trying to rap and run your game. Come on, y'all, let's be clear about this. We not gonna stay in one row. The table has to turn. Here's the separation. This is when the break about to come. Come on now, we talking about highs and lows. Let's go. For some of you, you've been at a low for too long. It's about time that we journey to a higher place. I think we can do it if we work together. So I got this little skate jam coming up. I got tickets. You can, somebody gonna put the link up. You can go online and get it and make it happen. I got gear, hoodies, cups, mugs, just so I can make sure that we don't misrepresent what we do. We are entrepreneurs. We do not supposed to make our God look bad. Let's go. We supposed to make sure each and every last one of us stay on point. One of the things I wanted to show you is my goals from 2014. This was the 2014 thing, right? And as you can see right here, I wrote down Bentley Coupe. Bentley right here. Bentley Coupe. 2014 is when I came back to Chicago. I didn't have a dime. I didn't have nothing. I wrote it down. Guess what else I wrote? 2 trips out the country, right? 2 trips out the country every year. Enroll in school. Fix my credit and build it back up. Didn't I tell you my credit was a 408 and a 450 something and 502? I ain't used credit in like 9 years. Came all the way back. I also said start working on my book. Here you go right here. Start working on my book, right? And guess what? I got the book. It's in 13 different formats, and I teach from the book. Why? Because the book is the notes, and the notes is my life, and my life is built off the voice of instructions. And one thing I won't do, I'm not worried about lying to you. I'm not going to lie to me right now. I need God more than I ever needed him before right now. I need him to walk with me, talk with me, show me, because some of you, and some of the people that's around here, they don't want, it ain't that they up against you. They up against what's inside of you. And for many of you, the whole trick of the enemy is to make you not know your power. Even though you seem powerless, you not wireless. Because at the end of the day, it's about a conversation. It's about a connection. Come on now. I know through my connection, you can be connected. We all want change, but what's the problem with this change that we want? We don't have a system for change. We like, change what? What we want to do, what we want to change. You want to change the fact that some of you think you know everything. And if it ain't you knowing everything, it's your kids knowing everything. But where do you think you got it from? What do you think they got it from? What do you think they got it from? Come on now. We got to get up and get over ourselves. We can deal with this once we realize we ain't always had it. Once we realize we wasn't always at the top. We was actually at the bottom. Come on now. We got to break this thing called separation apart, and we got to look at this thing. What am I talking about? God put the tree inside the seed. You understand? The only way that tree gonna become a tree, that seed had to break open. Come on, we finna break this thing open. We finna get somewhere today. So I'm gonna call a time out on the battlefield. The battlefield is called life. Whose life? Your life. I'm not here to agree with the way you think. I'm hoping I can change the way you think by changing the narrative. One thing changed everything, but one thing I do know, 2 things for certain. We cannot stay the same right now. The people around me cannot stay the same around me. Everything has to show some improvement or it has to fail. Why do failure come to you right now? It comes to you because that's the indicator that it's time to make a move. It's time to press. When you fear something, that is a signal for change. Come on now. When you fear something, that's a signal for change. Can we change the way we think? Can we change the way we talk? Can we change the way we walk? Can we change the way we do business? The only way we can do this, we're going to need the higher power. So let me call on what's calling on me right now. Father God, we come before you right now. As I close my eyes and I go into this room, as I go into this space, we on the battlefield, God. I recognize that the people that's meeting up with me in this huddle, God, we don't look to pretend. And if we are pretending, God, then you cast us for this role right now. This is the only opportunity that we have right now on Monday, the beginning of the week, God, to just open this thing up and be totally honest with you. If we can't be honest with you, then we definitely not honest with ourselves. God, there's so many things around us that's capturing our attention. There's so many things that sit here seems like it's taking control of us. We are fearing some things, God, that we should not fear. And when we fear, we not trusting that you're going to do this thing. God, something is hindering us. Something is holding us. Something is corrupting us right now. We won't change, but God, the system that's in place don't allow us to change. It allows us to follow people that wouldn't follow us. It allows people to benefit from us, God, and we are depleted right now. We don't ever want to disobey what it is you're calling for us to do, but at the end of the day, we learning lessons after lesson, God, and I think with you, God, we ready to listen now. We ready to become the teacher now. We ready for the roles to turn right now. If we was the robbers, God, I believe this could be the season that we be the cops at this point right now. I think we can go from the students to the teachers right now, and right now, I think we tired of learning the same old lesson. I think we're tired of looking at people trying to judge them. We don't want to judge nobody. So God, forgive us for putting our lips on anybody. Forgive us for watching others. Forgive us for giving our opinion when it was not needed. Come on now. We too busy looking at others. And God, today we only want to look at you. So we redirecting all of our energy. We release everything. We release every position, every title. Come on now, y'all. Let's roll. Here we go. Let's go. God, forgive us for all things, everything, seen and unseen. Things we might have done that we knew nothing about right now. People we put in position in our life, we still expecting them to do something that they can never do. We don't want them operating in our life with that much power and control right now. So God, we return our little self back to you. We return our little dusty self back to you. And we ask that you would just wipe us off, sweep us off, clean us inner to outer. If you work with us, God, we will work the right way. And I recognize we've been rebellious. God, wash us mentally right now. God, open up our eyes, allow us to see. Come on now. This is our confession right now. If Usher can't confess, then we confessing right now. We ain't done all that we should have done. We still falling short of what it is, God, you calling for us to do. Come on now. We need power and strength even when it comes down to being open and honest. We have messed up more than we have built up. Come on now, God. We need your strength right now. We need more of you right now, but we need the salvation. We need the salvation, God. We have on the armor. The reason we have the armor on is because our emotion seems like it gets the best of us. So we wanted to capture that thing, arrest that thing right here, balance our emotions out, balance our feelings out, balance these hormones out. God, a lot of us done crossed over to an age that the body is changing, the universe is changing, the energy is changing. What we put our eyes on sometimes is troubling, but God, we can't judge them, because when we was doing what we was doing, one thing we never saw is ourselves. We never saw ourselves in the club. We never saw ourselves driving drunk. We never saw ourselves laying down. We never saw ourselves settling. But when we look at our results today, we recognize that we must have messed it up. We must have took the wrong route. We must got caught in some quicksand. God, you knew we would come to this point, and that's why we're here right now. We here, God, because you knew that at the end of the road, we will run into you. And today, we ain't running from you no more. Today, we take a new position right now. Today, we take a new position, God. You told me that you will make up for lost time. And for many of us, as we grounded right now, God, we asking, can you help us out right now? Can you help us out? Because people trying to put us down. They're trying to put us out, cancel us out. They're trying to take us out. Some of us are hiding, and we're scared to even come out and stand on who you call for us to be. So today, God, today, God, today, right now, you are a right now type of God. I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to decrease. But God, while we down here in this huddle on the battlefield, we calling it the battlefield because we recognize we don't have to go up there. You can come down here. You are God. You know exactly where we at, what we need, and when we need it. And today, we calling a time out because we need a break. We need to reevaluate where we going. We need to evaluate what we asking for right now. I know we ask for a lot of things, a lot of earthly things, and you give it to us more than we can possibly imagine. You give us an overflow of abundance, but we have to manage this stuff, and it's becoming too much. It's too much. We got to pay light bill, got to pay gas bill, got to pay taxes. We got to pay HOH fees and all these other hidden fees, late fees. We got to pay bank fees. Everybody's taking. And all it seems like is we getting is the bad end of the stick. Come on now. It's about honesty right now. He said, come into my presence with all type of prayers. All type of prayers. Some of y'all don't know. This is a conversation right at this point. This is a petition right now. I'm petitioning the Lord right now. This is, Lord, listen. Whew. We won't change, but we don't have a system to change the things we won't change in. Come on now. Money changes things. And some of us lack them resources. Money allows us to go places that we can only imagine. People charging us to go places that's free. You created this whole world, and people capitalizing off this thing, and somehow we become the consumer of stuff that's free they charge us for. And we okay with it. Okay, God, I pulled myself back together. I get it. It's for them and me. I got it. Okay. But this is because your name is on the line. This is because your name is on the line. You gave me I Am My Life Coach because it's a conversation. Judge me when you perfect. Judge me when you got it together. Okay? Ooh. Mm. And Lord, we will continue to honor you the best we can. We will ask for more than we ever asked for. We will only level up. Nobody gonna level down. Not this time. We gonna stretch. We gonna reach. We gonna ask for more. We ain't gonna ask for barely enough. We ain't gonna ask for the minimum. No, because you are an amazing God. We know this. You can do this. We ain't asking at all for some of us. Come on, y'all. I'm asking for them, God. I'm asking for them. They showed up for something. Least you can do is honor the request. And this is in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. Hey. Y'all don't know, boy. Y'all don't know. You just don't know what you don't know. I want to say this one thing, you guys, before I get into it, because I'm already going with this thing. This book is the book I had from 2014 coming back. And I just wanted to say that again with my goals. I wanted to show you that we have 12 goals. Every month, you're supposed to pick the goal that will enhance who you are as an individual. You're supposed to pick a goal that will enhance who you are. This is a season of separation. I'm going to show you exactly what that looked like and what that means. 2014, right? I asked for a Bentley. I asked for enrolled in school. I asked for website. I asked for him to start a business. I said education, read, workshop. This meeting on Mondays, every Monday is a workshop. The Root Awakening is a workshop. So when you talk about how I write my goals, I had up here God first. And then in parentheses, I said Bible, right? I mean, read, prayer. How else can I get God in my presence? Comma, worship. That's what we're doing. Comma, devotion. Comma, workshop. Comma, fasting. And then I close it up because that's just one goal. You see, we need the instructions to the goal that we asking for. If you asking for a house, how many bedrooms? You need new furniture. You need new car. You need new everything, right? God is a God that goes way beyond what you think. He's not here on earth. You here. But if you going to mess this thing up because you settling, trust and believe me, we about to transition to somewhere else. So I want to get this thing right. Let me switch that music. Let me get that never off. Okay, because I got to get that off. This the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Wait. I'm going to dress y'all the right way. Let me dress y'all the right way. What's going on? Peace and blessings. This the Mighty Monday Meltdown, right? I'm going to be here if nobody else is here. This is about personal development and personal growth. I don't care what nobody else thinks. All that matters is you get what you need, okay? Now, I talked about some things on the Root Awakening, and I wanted to let you know I received many, many calls back in regards to this thing called separation and what that means about the period of separation, right? So I want to get into this thing, right, about being selfless versus being selfish. There's a time to live and a time to die. There's a time to gather stones, and there's a time to throw stones. I don't know if this your sowing season or is this your reaping season. All I know is I need to make sure that you guys got a good understanding so you don't mess it up. If this is the time that you're supposed to be depositing something into the universe, then I want to make sure you do this. If this is the time you got a harvest and some of you like, because you know you waited on it, then I ain't trying to take away your moment because God put you here to be an expression of him. The only thing that's going to bring change sometimes is a crisis. Crisis comes to bring change. Fear comes to bring impact, to bring change. Like money makes impact. We need money so we can have access to do some of the things that we need to do. Many of you have the wrong idea about money, and you want money because you want to look at it, but that can never become your God. You understand? You have to have a life. You have to have a purpose. You have to have a reason. And many of us, we fall short for the reason to why we need the things we need. I knew that one of the things I needed in order to be successful in life is I needed people. I needed relationships. So a lot of the relationships that I've been learning came from this broadcast. I realized you guys, it's not about what you give me. It's really what I can give you. And what am I saying? Even in scriptures, it talks about your peace resting on whatever it is you're around, right? You are God reflection. You are God expression. You are God, the representation of what you feel your God is right now. Your God is not in a building unless you in that building. If your God is in your house, then your God is there. The only difference is a lot of us, we don't listen. We don't listen and we don't hear well, right? I want to get straight into this word, right? Deliverance of substance. Deliverance of substance. I want to get into this word. Let's start with Genesis. When somebody say Genesis, I used to be like, "Ooh, Genesis, the beginning of the Bible. I read that earlier this week." I don't care what you read this week, last month, last year. It doesn't matter. If it did not work for the great of your good, then all you was doing was reading information that was wrote thousands of years ago. I'm not here for that. That's not why we here. If I don't give you nothing else, take this, for example. I'm here for self-improvement. I'm here to make sure that when my time is up, I'm gone. And I think you should feel the same way. And I don't mean when my time is up. I mean you're going to either die with it or you're going to die releasing it. Many of you, I know you got to get it. But the key to life is there's going to be a time where you're going to get it. And many of you got it. But you done shut down. And now you don't miss the fact that now you got to release it and you don't know how. You don't know how, just like gas. Some of you're afraid to pass gas around people. You be like, I ain't gonna fire around them. Listen to me. You finna release this because you got to get this up out of you. You done jacked your whole system up. And I got to make sure your system is working properly. Turn to Genesis 1. Here's the season of separation, the period of separation. Genesis 1, verse 3. And God said, let there be light. And there was light, right? God saw that the light was good and he separated the light from the darkness. Stop right here. Some of you have good ways and you have ratchet ways, okay? A lot of you don't allow your good ways to manifest. So this side of you is stronger than your bigger, better, greater. Okay, so this is the familiar. This is what captured you. This is what you are slave. This is what you prefer because it gives you comfort, right? This is where your bad language come from. This is where your behavior come from that does not birth anything. Let's be clear. Higher self and lower self. Anything you do with lower self can only produce low results. For some of you, what you're looking for require higher self. You want a business, you're going to have to think higher before the business call you. You want to get more money, you're going to have to first take time, buff up your resume, change some things around. The title that you keep applying for has changed. You fit the description, but the title is not the title you want. Some of you so much more than what you keep putting over your head. I'm good at this here and this, but the title is so basic. They got you on entry level. Sorry. You have yourself on entry level. Entry level behavior. Okay? Let me calm down. What you looking for is inside of you. But the title don't fit the description of what's inside of you. You're so much more. And you spend so much time talking to people around you saying, I'm so much more, I'm better, because they can't crack what's inside of you. You see, what's in you supposed to be released. Unfortunately, they can't get it to release because they're not bigger, better, and greater. So you stuck down here wondering who you supposed to open up to. Many of you don't have the power to open you up. Because when you open up, God does the work he's supposed to do. And many of you can't handle that. You can't handle the fact that God told you to show up and show out. And yet you keep putting limitations on the surroundings and you allow what you see to dictate what you do. Come on, y'all. You got to be honest with me. He said separation, right? He said, listen to this. He said he separated the light from the darkness. That means the light is, I want bigger, better, greater. The darkness is you still scared. You worry. You play games, not with them. You play games with yourself. Ain't nobody got time to be playing at this point. You lie. You're so busy looking for somebody to lie to you. You done lied to yourself so much that you just want to point the finger at somebody else because you got tired of them fingers being pointed at you. I get it. Everybody blamed you. You didn't do this. You didn't do this. Let's be clear. Some of you, the people that was helping you was the overseers. But it wasn't for them to oversee you your whole life. You too grown to be looking for somebody else to tell you how you should be, who you should have been. Did y'all get that? You are at a point that there's no one to tell you who you should be, because you should have been this a long time ago. But unfortunately, you've been watching everybody else talking about when I'm gonna get my time. You're gonna get your turn when you're ready to step up and step out. Let's go. So what did God do? God said he separated the light from the darkness, the haves from the have-nots, those that's with it to those that ain't, those that's capable and those that don't have, those that could be this if they wanted to. That's the one I'm drawing to. You see, let's be clear. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. He separated. Who else? What did he do? So he made the vaults, separated the vaults from the water, right? And God said, let's separate the water from the sky, the land. And he separated, and he stepped back and said, that's good. Everything he separated, it was only to see what you good at cooking and what you don't know how to cook, right? See, some of you want to be good at everything and you done lied to yourself, okay? Let's be honest. This is an inside job. When I speak, I'm only speaking to myself. I'm only speaking. Every time somebody say something to me, do you know what I hear? You give them too much. You know, you need to cut them off, right? And I'm looking like, who is for you to tell me who to cut off? At the end of the day, I cut them off. I cut my purpose in God off. What am I saying? What I'm giving ain't me giving. It's God. I'm just get tired sometimes. God keep using me for people that keep using me. Do you hear it? Y'all hear me? I get tired of people using me because God is using me to get them what they need. You see, it's not the outside. It's actually what's on the inside that people are after. And that's for you. Now that we get to that point, what happens? God says in verse 9, and God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place and let dry ground appear. And it was so. So God called dry land, and he gathered the water, and he called the seas. So there was a separation. Those that are educated versus those that are ignorant. Those that I can talk to that's going somewhere versus those that are still going to be the same people. Now, unfortunately, a lot of you done fell in love with going to the same place. You see the same people. They address you the same way. As soon as they see you, the first thing they do is ask you how the whole crew is. And let me be honest with you. This is an insult at this point. Don't think this is a compliment. When they associate you, how's so-and-so doing? How's this person doing? How's that person doing? Isn't it amazing? They done picked your whole hood rat friends now. Like people ask me about the House of Matter. I don't hang with none of them. Haven't talked to many of them in years. But the people still trying to put me in places and I don't even go. I'm not even around. I don't know. You tell me, right? But here's a good indicator. Your outside can show you exactly where you at. And for many of you, I know you stronger. Every broadcast we ever been on has been covered in nothing but prayer, understanding, and truth. Now, what you do with that truth should resemble something inside of you. That's why many of you are flourishing right now. The only problem I have is that you're going to get too big for some of this stuff. You're going to get too big to be sitting here having people coming back and forth. Some of you are too big to be requesting friends at this point. I haven't requested a friend on Facebook in about 5 years or so. I don't have no room for it. Let me request you, let me follow you or whatever, because I'm here to give what I need to give. My slogan for the Invisible Crown Incorporated, right? We the Army, is leading leaders to leaders. Every last one of you on this broadcast, if you received this message at some point in your life, that's because somebody said you are a leader. If you was drawn to this broadcast, I don't care what drew you here. I know God is here. And at this point, your life can change. Your eyes had to see something in order to get something. I don't care what you're seeing. If you want to talk about Eve in the garden, she saw that fruit looked good and she bit into it and it was a transformation. What am I saying? I don't care what drew you here. The fact that you here is what we got to do now. And that's all I'm saying. And that's what you should be saying. When it comes down to your life, what can we do at this point? Some of you, you had the right idea, but unfortunately, you went about it the wrong way. Okay? Right idea, went about it the wrong way. We all do this. We all mess it up. We all mess it up. But ain't nobody going to keep cleaning up what you mess up. You better watch them words that comes out your mouth. Because at the end of the day, you know that song that say, don't walk away from me. No, I have nothing. Your butt will be left with nothing. Because that's exactly what Jacob did when the spirit of the angel of God said, okay, I'm done with you. Peace out. 8 time up, peace out. He's like, no, please don't walk away from me. No, listen to me, y'all. I'm so serious. You got too much on you. And some of you, this finna knock some fire back into your butt. You promise, you owe God. He did exactly what you asked. And you still don't understand. We so greedy, we ask for more and more. We get this, we want that. You get this, you want that. Somebody want this, you want that. Some of you, you can play. I told somebody today, I told Rena today. Is she online yet? No. What's going on, YouTube? I appreciate you guys logging in. I told my friend today, I said, some people, you can go outside, get you some dirt, put some water in it, and make mud pies. And if you sit here and do a video or something and smile while you doing it, somebody gonna ask you, what was you doing in that dirt? Like you gonna sell that? Like, how does this work? I'm talking, long as you happy, people gonna draw to you because your happiness is linked to you. It's linked to what you do. That's God expression. Many of you, your happiness is the way that you magnify your God. Unfortunately, many of you, I just want to be happy. You are messing this up. I should smack you in the spirit right now. What am I saying? You can't just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I just want to have love. Listen. Hold on to yourself right now. Put that on. Put your feelings in your pocket. Being happy comes with completion of something. But every time you complete something, y'all, as well as myself, we on to the next thing. See, when we finish something, that's when we're supposed to magnify his name. Yes, God, yes, God, yes. Thank you, God, Lord. We be like, okay, I got this done now. I got to figure out now how I need to. This got to stop, you guys. Your life cannot be a maze of, what they call that when they trap you in a room, this escape room. Some of you, your life is the escape room, and the only one who keep creating these walls is you. The moment you calm down, relax, it will happen for you. So what happened? Let me give you the last one before we get to the rest of this word, because I can't mess this up. Listen to this. He says there made many different types of vegetables. He didn't have the same. There goes separation. Some of you, your friends are the same, okay? The people you can associate with. And here's the issue. They're going to exceed in what they're doing. And you still stuck here wondering like, so what? You are the bigger, better, greater to anything. Y'all got so much power. Come on now. I ain't going to let us sit here and fall short. I know our broadcast is different. I know what we doing is different. Many of you don't like difference. Hold on. Let me put this up here. Let me make sure this thing this ain't going to cut me down. Not today. I got a good word today. This word ain't just for you. This word for me, by the way. What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Personal development, personal growth, how to believe in yourself, how to make sure that even as an entrepreneur, how to build the foundation so you can work on your infrastructure. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I take hits all the time. My roof done came up off, right? My little house trying to come down. I got to do some repair work like many of you, but I'll talk about that another time because people be like, you be telling all your business, listen to me. I could tell it like it is, right? You know the song, tell it like it is. My name is AJ, tell it. I'm on the line, tell it. I could tell it because by the time you look up, I done built something else. Do you hear me? By the time you look up, AJ was here and now he's gone. That's how it's going to be in many of your lives moving forward. So let me get to this last part that's going to rock you because I got something I want to show you real quick. So God separated, right? Here's verse 14. Let there be light in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, right? There's a separation period. This is when you realize, you know how some of you be like, you know what, I'm fed up. Enough is enough. That's the separation. Who you fed up with? You really fed up with yourself, always tolerating what you tolerate. But the problem ain't what you tolerate. The problem is why you can't fix nothing over here. Why you can't make no adjustments to who you are. Why do you think you don't make no adjustments to accommodate what can bring you comfort? Because you would rather be over here than to be over here. See, some of you want to be over here, and then you want to connect to somebody over here. This is not compatible. Just like your higher self is not compatible with your lower self. At some point, there has to be a give and a take. In order to get something, you're going to have to either give something or be prepared to make some changes to something. To become something, you're going to have to either give something or give up something. Did you get that? I'm going to give from a good place, like advice, direction, some insight, right? Or I'm going to give up something like I'm done opening my mouth up. I'm going to do more listening. I'm done trying to explain to a person that don't want understanding, right? Okay, I got that. Let's go. And then at the end, right, here go the end one. This the end one. And God said, let's make man and woman. See, separation. Man and woman in the image of God. Separation. What am I saying? Some of you need to make sure you understand you're talking to a man. That's not your girlfriend. That's not a female that got hormone. He don't bleed every month. He don't have menstrual cycle. Now, he might act like he do. He might got some feminine ways. That's okay, right? That's okay. It's workable. He needs a little sensitive side, a little vulnerability every now and then. But ain't no sense of you always trying to act tough with Timberlands on. Some of you ladies don't let these little Jordans go to your head, okay? Put on them heels and keep that on. Work with them for a minute. Y'all don't put these shoes on and you don't let society tell you what you should look like. Now you looking like your grandbaby, or you looking like these little 14, 15-year-olds, and y'all gotta stop, because you're going to have to give an account for that too. God is not playing with you, okay? And you shouldn't be playing with God. You should be working with God at this point. And why do I say God? I say God because that is a higher power to your source. God is the source, but you need to become a resource. That means an expression, a reflection. You need to you need to be able to give more than you can take, because what's outside of you, right, can't harm you. It's only what's on the inside of you, and that comes from the higher power. So at the end of the day, you more dedicated. Many of us are dedicated to what we see or who we know more than who we becoming to know. That is your power right there. So I started by saying, many of us, we won't change, but we don't have a system in place for change. Do you get it? You need a system so that change can take place. Some of you don't have no room for change because you've been working with the bare minimum, settling for whatever, that you need a change of communication, a change of environment, you need a new approach. I did not say that your change had to be outwardly. Your change is the way you view things. You need to do something totally different from what you've been accustomed to doing. If you talk too much, you need to listen more. You only going to draw to you according to who you are, not who you want to be. Many of you, your power is in who you are. And I know this is a hard one right here. This is hard. Who you are. If you ain't on nothing, then ask yourself why. There go a new system. John said you need a new system. Ask yourself, why are we here? Right? Why are we here? What are we here to do? We're here to just sit here. You think God... None of us asked to be here on earth, right? None of us asked to be here. Your kids didn't ask to be here, right? And they don't change the fact that we here, right? And now we struggling and we upset, we mad. My brother John is on his broadcast today. And John and I go way, way back, like way, way back. So today I went into a scripture just because John has been an overseer. Like, he's like my brother, right? Him and my brother they grew up in the same area. I need you guys to go to John 2. And I want to show you something. This is what's going on. John say we need a new system. Y'all see this water? That's water, right? Y'all see this? When we look into the world, right? This is what we see. This is perception. This is what we seeing on social media. Perception. This is what we see when we see people happy and smiling, people married, people, oh, they want to get married. Oh my God, they look so pretty, right? We see best man, oh, right? We see somebody with a new car. We don't see the insurance. We don't see the rate. We don't see the money. Oh, they just started a new business. Oh my God, right? They book, right? This is what we see right here, right? And we be like, man, this is the good time. Some of you seen your good times in the club. This is your Casamigo right here, okay? Little Casamigo. This is your whatever your little drink is, right? This your strawberry margarita. This is your Patron on ice. Whatever your drink was, virtually put it in your hand. Okay, now that you got your drink, let's toast, girl, to the girls, right? To the guys, right? Come on, Felicia, here go that drink, right? And you go out and you have the time of your life, right? You have a good night. You out dancing. You having a good time. This is life. No discipline, no instruction, only pleasure. But let me show you what happened. When it's all gone, this is some of you right now. Your love is gone. Your passion is gone, right? Your drive is gone. Your momentum is gone. And you're going to look for somebody that got this. And you study because you don't got nothing. You don't got nothing. You see, even when you go try to engage with somebody, God done remove the passion out of what you desire. So you chasing the vape pipe. You chasing the hookah, past the hookah, right? You chasing the weekend. Come on now. It's Saturday. It's Friday. You chasing, I'm going to get my lashes done. Some of you chasing the makeup. You chasing everything except this. You ain't understanding what happened in this, right? So, journey with me. Let's go. We finna go into John 2. Y'all see John on here. This is inspired by John right there, my brother. John 2. Let's roll, y'all. So we going to John 2. John 2. John 2. John 2. John 2, right? John 2, verse 1. On the third day, a wedding took place in Cana, right? Jesus' mother was there. Come on, y'all. Jesus and his disciples. See the invitations to a wedding. What am I saying? Every time we meet up, we are talking higher self and lower self. We're bringing ideas to the table. There's many different people on this broadcast in many different places. Some people are in retail. Some people are in real estate. Some people are in government. Some people are in education. So we all have different backgrounds. Nobody pays not one of your bills, and you don't pay nobody else's bills. So don't sit here and say, I know that's right. Listen to what I'm saying. Your goals is your goals. My goals is my goals. This is where we grow up at. When I bring forth a word, my word comes a different way. It hit different, right? It hit different when God is speaking. It hit different because ain't nobody trying to give you nothing. I ain't trying to force feed you nothing. We just talking. I need this just like you need it. I actually need you more than you need me. Because I understand bigger, better, greater has to be created. Bigger, better, greater requires work. Bigger, better, greater requires a transformation. And am I in position to make it happen? Watch this. It said they was invited to a wedding. A wedding meaning separation is about to become as one. You see, a man and a woman is about to say, I do. That means he took two and made one. So a wedding is taking place. And sometimes you get to see and participate, right? Because they say, do anybody feel, wait a minute, how you get this up off here? Do anybody got anything to say to keep this from happening? And everybody be there looking around. Do anybody want to say something? That's the same thing that happens when you have an idea, John. The same thing that happens when you have an idea for a new business. The Lord is about to marry you to the idea that bigger, better, greater about to happen for you, and you about to have your own business. Do anybody want to say something before I nail this thing to the cross and that thing gonna happen? And you know who says something? Your lower self says, I do. And the Lord says, who do? You're like, I don't see how we supposed to sit here and make this. And guess what? Anything you condemn is what you lose. The moment you condemn something is the moment you release something. So for many of you, I know they didn't teach you this because you're supposed to teach to yourself. Every idea you have, that's when you go to the cross. Right? Now, the cross represents north, east, west, south. The truth is the truth. It don't matter if it comes from this way, this way, this way, or this way. And at the end, it's about the results. One thing I'm passionate about, I know I am a teacher called by God for the people of God, the ones that he called to me, and the ones that I sit with and chill with. I know some of you try to kill me, but I don't die because I already died to my old ways. You're going to have to level up to hit me. You're going to have to level up so much that you should make me want to grow up even more. Some of you, the people that's around you should make you want to revamp your own plan. Ain't no sense of being around somebody else. But some of you, you're around some, and you around here like this, and you looking for somebody. And then when you see somebody else having a good time, you remember your good time. They having a good time over here. Yeah, Casamigo. And you looking like, look at that. They don't take all that. They got that Casamigo like you had it, right? And your mouth get watery. You see, it's like coming off alcohol and your mouth get watery. You get the shakes, right? When you got an alcohol issue, right? You get the shakes. Your mouth get bitter a little bit because you can taste that alcohol, right? You can taste that moment. Let's have this moment. Let's go, y'all. Let's press. The wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, they have no more wine. Some of you, this is your life right now. You don't have no momentum. You don't have no motivation. You don't have no love. You don't have no passion. You don't have no presence. You don't have no happiness. You don't have no peace. You don't have no sense of direction about anything. You got every reason. Ask yourself, why are you single? Ask yourself why you single. You're gonna find this. I'm single because I ain't got time. I'm single because ain't nothing out here. I'm single because I'm getting myself together. Why are you getting yourself together? Because ain't nothing here. Okay? How are you getting yourself together? Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk, Brandy. Let's talk. Let's have this conversation. I love the scriptures. Okay? Let's talk. They come to Jesus, who, by the way, Jesus had people around him, and the people around him going to see him do what he do. Just like people around you come to you, and they waiting to see what you going to do. People only can level up when you ready to grow up. And many of us, let's just take the opportunity to just accept this opportunity to get to a higher place right now. This is a safe place. This is a time out. This is a time out on blaming somebody. This is a time out on being frustrated. This is a time out on the wanting more. This is a time out on complaining. This is a time out on what you don't have. This is a time out on who you do have, right? This is a time out on some people, I ain't getting nobody. This is time out on everything. We won't change, but we don't have a system set up for change. So what you desire to have, there's no system in place. So that's why we are without what we should have. So let's get a system in place. Watch this. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother came to him, somebody else. They have no wine. Listen to this. I told you guys, titles, remove the titles. We did that. He says in verse 4, woman, why do you involve me? Stop right here, Sister Sonia. Isn't it amazing that many people involve you in a mess? They involve you because of you. I feel some type of way. Because of you, I feel like you ain't listening. Because of you, I would have done this, but I was trying to do this for you. I tried to cook for you. I tried to be there for you. Everything is what you tried because of you. Isn't it amazing people blame you? This is why many of us don't know. We like, we ain't doing nothing. No, call me, right? I know. Listen to this. It says, woman, why do you involve Adonis? Why do you get AJ in this? AJ be on his own stuff. I got stuff I need to do. Do anybody want to see me accomplish my goals? Because when I accomplish my goals, everybody that's connected to me go to a better place. Everybody connected to me go higher, right? I'm the one that done went through everything that I could possibly imagine. I'm the wrong one. Just like I'm intelligent, I'm ignorant too, okay? I'm very ignorant. I just choose to be on the other side. I used to work for the enemy, okay? Let's be clear. I told you. That wouldn't be a cop without a robber, okay? I just chose this side now because I was good over here, all right? I knew how to play the field. But some of you, you've been in the field too long. And God's saying, please get your tail in this house. Get in this house now so I can clean you up. I can refresh you. I can restart you, revive you. I can rebuild you. Come on now. I can restore you. There's nothing I cannot do. I can recalibrate you, realign you. There's more for you to do, but if you stay out there, you will die out there. Come on now. You can either give it up or you can die with it. Come on, your choice, your choice. Look at this. Jesus replied, my hour has not come yet. What am I saying? Some of y'all, when some of the people in your life, your children, they get into a situation, you want to put on your cape, jump in, and then you get knocked down, and the Lord had to deal with you because you gave them not even 2 minutes to think about their situation. What am I saying? I'm saying you got to hold on for a second. We got to talk to God together and see how we can figure this out. But some of you, you only want what you want. I asked somebody else. They said they have no support, right? I don't have no support. I said, is communication support? They said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, is understanding support? They said, yeah. I said, is prayer support? They said, yeah. I said, is your clock support for your time? Is food support for your body? Is God support for your spirit? Is the people that you can talk, is that support? I think you better reevaluate your system. When you start talking about what you don't have, I advise you to start looking at what you do have. And for many of us, we've been stupid. But when your eyes open up, you ain't seen stupid till your eyes open up and you be like, Dad, he checked me. He checked me because you couldn't check you. That was the God in me checking to flush you so I can get to the God in you and getting you out the way. So look what Jesus do. His mother said to the servants, do whatever he said. Why do people have to do what you say? Let's go. We going in, y'all. Let's go in. Peace and blessings, y'all. Let me reset this room real quick. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. It takes place in the 7 o'clock hour. I hope you guys ready for something amazing as I finish breaking this thing. We almost at the last segment of the hour for this broadcast, right? I do this on the technicality that I'm called to do this. Personal development. Sonya say go deep. I got to go deep. I got to obey the command. I got to obey the command. Jesus said, his mother said, do whatever he say. Nearby stood 6 stones of water. He said, get the water, right, which was used for washing. Each of them hold 20 gallons, right? Let's get back to Jesus. Verse 7, Jesus said to the servant, fill it up with water, right? Come on, y'all. Let's get this water. Here's a glass. Here's your glass. You don't have nothing. He says, you ain't getting this. You ain't getting this. That was your good time, right? He said, fill your glass up with water. So this is your glass right here, right? This us. Isn't it clear? Right? Isn't this clear? This is what he told you to fill yourself up with. Water takes the form of whatever it is that's been created. What if I told you that this is the purity of the idea of whatever you desire to have? Many of us have this idea. We have the idea, but we don't want to work the idea. You get what I'm saying? Because we still stuck on this Remy. We still stuck on little Remy Martin. See, we want this. Not understanding this. See, this done ran out. And some of you done ran out a long time ago. You don't have nothing. You don't even know. You got to start over. You got to build. You don't just walk in nobody's life and think they're supposed to give you this. You think you don't come in somebody's life and they supposed to just keep filling your cup up with their champagne? But you ain't brought nothing but a thirsty. Come on now, you're thirsty. Y'all, you ain't brought nothing. You got a champagne taste. Come on now, Malibu taste. Let's go. Hennessy, Remy, VSOP, whatever it is. I know let's go. What are your taste buds like? Okay, let's go. Casamigos, 1942. What is it? Patron, you still on a little Grey Goose? What is it? You know, blame it on the goose. Whatever you blamed it on done ran out. That means your excuses done ran out. You can't blame it on nobody at this point. God made sure your cup was like this. And many of you've been walking around like this for a long time. God gonna bless me. This is your blessing right here. Okay? God got me. He got you like this. right here. You ain't been to a banquet. Every time we meet, this is a banquet. Don't you understand? This is a banquet every time we meet. Peace and blessings, everybody. I Am My Life Coach is the target. It's an inner concept. It's a self-awareness tool that's being used to ground yourself. When you ground yourself, then what you do is turn your glass over. And now you at the king table. Come on, Bella, don't call out my drink now. Don't you do that to me, Sonya. The devil is playing with me right now. You better hold up. Tell your business. Don't tell mine. Okay. I tell my own story, all right? A little champagne, that's what I like, okay? Some of you a little Pinot Grigio. That's what Rena like, all right? Let's get back in it. This is where we at. He say, fill it up with water. Many of you don't want to fill up with water because the water represents the idea that you can be forgiven for what you've done. See, the water is the baptism for cleansing. See, when you're dirty, you need water to be cleansed. When you're dirty from being musty, you go get in the shower, you need water. Water is used for cleansing. Cleansing is the idea that if I take a bath, I will feel better, right? So he said, get that glass and fill it up with water. That means, do anybody got an idea right now? Do anybody ready for another approach right now? Anybody know that I am my life coach right now? Anybody know that, hey, it's not over for me. One idea can change my life. Do you not know that God done allowed you to this is why you don't want to mess it up, because what you're looking for could be inside of your tomorrow. Tomorrow can change everything. Tomorrow, everything can be working properly. Tomorrow, everything can be online. Tomorrow, but today, you can't mess this up. He said, get that cup. Y'all got your virtue cup? Get that water. Let me drink that because it quenches the thirst. Didn't I tell you thirst goes with water, right? What they run out of. Wine represents the things you desire in life. It makes you feel some type of way. Wine kind of make you feel a little merry. He said, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why he said, look at this. Let me show y'all. Here you go. He said, get that little water. Fill it up. Jesus said, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up with water. See, some of y'all still want this to be filled up, right? He said, fill it up with water, right? So they filled it up to the brim. See, some of you, no one works with your ideas. You have ideas, but nobody want to hear them. Y'all be up here with the idea, got the $1 million idea in your head. And y'all be sitting here and hear somebody be running around. God said they're going to be millionaires in here. God said, who am I talking to? And you be like, ooh. And at the end of the day, nobody heard your idea. Nobody worked your idea. You sitting on it. You going to either release it into the universe or you going to die with it. Do you hear me? There you go. You going to die with your idea. No, you going to release that idea. You going to release that idea. Hey, don't you supposed to be online watching me on YouTube? What are you doing calling me during the feed? Yeah, today is Monday. Get on feed, girl. I done already talked about you a long time ago. Peace out. So anyway, y'all. She gonna kill me for that. Anyway, so this is your idea. Some of you don't want to work your idea because you're too busy chasing this based on what you see. So what did he do? He said, draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. Who is your master of your ideas? Who gave you the idea to start the business? Who gave you the idea to want bigger, better, greater? Who said you can get bigger, better, greater? Do you believe you can get bigger, better, and greater? What is it that you seek right now at this point? Do you seek comfort? Come on now. The only way you're going to become comfortable is to know what you're doing and what you're asking for. Are you in a position to wait on it? Are you some of you've been waiting a long time. This is getting good, y'all. If you just tuning in, somebody just blessed you for sharing this broadcast with you. For real. This goes down every Monday in the 7 o'clock hour. My name is Adonis Johnson. I'm the host, but I'm also the creator of I Am My Life Coach. Self-awareness. That's all I'm saying. I ain't going to disrespect anybody because when I become aware, I respect everybody. I respect what you have and I respect what you don't have. I respect what you're ready for and I respect what you ain't ready for. I respect what you do have and I respect what you don't have. Don't you see separation now? I'm giving it to you. He said, there got to be a separation. You cannot make somebody what they not. They only can be who they are. So what am I saying? You accept people for who they are, not who you want them to be. That's what Miss Carrie said. You accept people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Because if you make them be who you want them to be, you're going to mess them up and you're going to mess you up. And I don't take that in a good way. I mean in a bad way. So you want them to be something in your life. But you ain't become who you need to be in your own life yet. You ain't even honoring the author and the finisher. You still ain't finished what you started. Okay? So let's get back to this. So look what Jesus do, you guys. He says, fill it up to the brim. They took it. Now draw some out, take it to the master. They did so. And the master of the banquet, right? He tasted it. And he tasted it. And he been turned, he said, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. Anything you want has to start here. And it has to transform into this. What am I saying? Some of you had this, but your drive went out. You went sour. You went left. You shut yourself down. You cut the lights off on yourself. I'm sick and tired of this. And you put yourself in the dark. When you put yourself in the dark, you put your God in the dark. You put everything, and nobody gonna be around you in no dark. Darkness comes so you can sit here and remember that you got the light in you. And he said he changed the water. Come on now. This was the starting point. Ain't nobody finna sit here and start in my life on X, Y, Z. No, you better get your butt to A, B, C, where it all started. If you wasn't in the beginning, then you shouldn't be sitting here talking about you winning. You got some work to do. At the end of the day, this is our job to do. We are on the front line in our life to do what we need to do. And if people ain't gonna respect you, then it's your job to respect you. And at that point, you can accept that fact that, hey, you don't like me, that's fine, just let me know. You don't want to deal with me, that's fine, just let me grow. If you don't want me, just keep it moving, that's it. I know I draw on to you, you might not need me. That's understood. See, put your feelings in your pocket. He said, man, they turned the water into wine. He did not realize where it came from. Who did it come from? It came from you. You was the one that stirred that thing back up. You was the one that came in and revived the relationship you participate in. But if you don't get up and get over yourself, you will sit here and starve everybody around you, including you, because God didn't call them. He called you. And you are the expression of his expression here on earth and the things that's around you. So if you don't understand this part, it's no wonder why you mad dogging, sad dogging, right? It's no wonder why you're around here, poking around here, peeking around here, timid, back and forth, wayward, wondering, can I do this? Can I do this? Sitting here looking, chasing people down, sitting around here like a clucker or something because you chasing this. But all you needed to do is understand this, because I know I'm a good time. Come on now. I know I got fire. I got hit. I got bang. Come on now. I got a lot to me. I'm the boom. I'm the bass to the trouble. Let's go. And I'm trying to let you understand something. To God be the glory. I got to pray us out, y'all. We done. And he did so. So look at this as closing. And close. And he did so. And listen to that. And he did realize it came from, though the servant who had drawn the water knew. He didn't know where you got your hit from. He didn't know where you got your Casamigo from. This wasn't even Casamigo. This was Gatorade today. He didn't know you got your little check in the mail. Come on now. He didn't know. You didn't know that, oh man, wait a minute now. I see him getting a little raise in the background. He didn't know that you done lost a little 8 pounds. Matter yet, you lost 2 pounds. Some of you lost 2 pounds in the right area, and all of a sudden you could squeeze it. Amazing that you squeezing in jeans because of 2 pounds. Some of you lost 2 inches and then came down and you in them pants and it's looking like it's on and popping. Where did it come from? You didn't work out, you didn't go do anything. It just happened like that. Somehow he changed you because your thoughts changed. Let's go. You had an idea and your idea manifested. You had an idea and your idea manifested. You had an idea and your idea changed into this. Boom! How y'all doing? My name is AJ. They call me the Wildfire. And I'm done. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm drunk in the spirit, right? Little this. Ooh, I'm just spilling it. He did say it's going to be an overflow, right? So some people around you, you get a little bump. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a little too close. You bumped me and you messed up. You made me spill some of my drink, okay? This is my drink. You make your drink. I'll make my drink, okay? Because I know how to make it. I know how to turn this idea into this and say, hey, we making this money, y'all. Let's toast to this new business we got going. Yes, Jesus. Let's talk about it. And he said at the end, And listen to this. Then he called the bridegroom aside and said, everyone bring out the choice wine, and then the cheaper wine. Listen, and then the cheaper wine after the guests had too much to drink. See, cheap wine goes with cheap people. Cheap people is the ones that never bring nothing. They never bring nothing, but they sit around here mad dog and sad dog and thirsty as ever. They want to sit here, always want to give an opinion about something they done no work for. How you ever had somebody that got something to say and it's like, you didn't build me up, you didn't add on to me, you don't support me, but you're going to support this little thing. Listen, y'all gonna get these tickets. I don't care if you don't come. Sister Sonia bought 2 tickets for somebody. She said, do a raffle, give it away. I can't come, okay? But at the end of the day, don't you buy 1 ticket. You better buy 2 tickets, even if you got to give it away, y'all. It's already, don't play with me. Listen to this. He says, the cheaper wine. Didn't I tell you separation? He said, let the cheap people come. And that's what I keep running into sometimes. Cheap people like to do cheap things. But when you get to another level, he says, separate them. He said, now they say the best for last. I'll see where we come in at. Bigger, better, greater. The best was saved for last. Everybody else did it their way. They already had a little PPO money. They had a little boost start, okay? Some of us, we ain't had no little boost, okay? We ain't had nothing. We looking like, man, God, we ain't getting nothing, okay? Okay. He said, okay. Stay with I Am My Life Coach. This is what we got. We got water. We got idea. We got plan. We got strategy. We got the comeback. He said the best is saved for last. Come on, y'all. Y'all better get this and listen to this. And listen. And it says, in which he revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. Disciple mean discipline. Can y'all at least be disciplined? That's all. All this requires is you to hold your damn position. That's it. Hold your position. They're going to talk about you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to sit here and say, I ain't got no money. Look at her. Look at her shoes. Look at her purse. Look at her belt. Look at her wig. Look at her weave. I'm talking about women. Y'all are a trip. I'll be like, man, if I was mama, I'd feel so bad because y'all be handed it to. Look at her crooked eyelashes. Look at that phony mole on her face. I mean, y'all go in, okay? Look at his broke self. He ain't got this and that. That's why I see him. I ain't got time for no broke. You hear me? Woo, this is good. Hey, man, I'm having a ball, y'all. This is a feast, guy. You know you here. You know you here, guy. You know this is funny here. This is funny to me. You hear me? This is funny. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared because I know I'm in the right direction. I know, y'all. I know this seems kind of strange or odd. I get it. I know for some of y'all, you're like, the water was turned into some. This is the idea that I could be bigger, better, and greater. We got that idea. We understand that. I'm finna go in. I got to do this prayer, close us up. Come on now. What do you say? Many of you want to be educated. Guess what? If you go to school and enroll yourself in school, you got to find out what's the tuition, right? What's the tuition? How much is tuition? Many of you got school loans on your credit right now for what? Tuition fees. That means you had to pay to learn what you was going to learn. And some of you ain't learned nothing. Some of you didn't finish. Some of you dropped out, right? But guess what happens? Today, Sister Sonia, come on, y'all, take y'all positions. Yay. Today, he said we going an alternate route. He said you don't have to go to no tuition right now. You don't need no tuition right now. He said you going to use your intuition. Your intuition, meaning he going to teach you from the inside of you. You know how that thing you don't listen to sometimes? You be like, my intuition is telling me. That was your God that you never listened to. You ain't listened to him in your 20s. You ain't listened to him in your 30s. You ain't listened to him in your 40s. You ain't listened to him in your 50s. Come on now. Today, he said you're going to listen at this point. Your intuition. That means you're going to have to pay more attention to yourself. You have to pay more attention to what you need right now. At this point, come on, deliverance, you guys. Deliverance. We about to move to another place right now. I told you I would rather see myself as selfish and see what that feels like. Because I'm holding on to what I got at this point. I'm holding on to my friends. I'm holding on to my relationships. I'm holding on to my credit. I'm holding on to my couple dollars, my business. I'm holding on to my mind. I'm holding on to my heart. I'm holding on to my walk, my talk. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't understand what I'm trying to tell you right now. I'm selfish when it comes down to what I have to bring to the table, because I'm the table. I bring the table. And all that I do, we go higher. So, God, we thank you for intuition right now. We thank you for intuition right now. Yay. We thank you that you're elevating us right now. We thank you for the water right now, God. We thank you, God, that we no longer want to sit here and be walking around like you bad and booze, you bad and backwards. But today, God, I ask that you could take their little bad attitude and you can look at them and say, turn them around, because they wasn't bad and bougie. They was bad and backwards. And you had this thing backwards. But today, God, you could turn us around and we can walk forward. Let's go. So, God, I thank you for closing this thing up, making it simple. I thank you for the transition from the water to the wine, from the wine to nothing. Because in that nothingness, some of us, we've been vultures. We've been leeches. We've been running around here mad and upset for nothing. All we had to do was turn back to the water. Yes, God. And you said, fill it up again and start over. Start over with an idea. He said the best is for last. Why did he say the best is for last? Because when you showed up, you supposed to done what you supposed to do. It don't matter who came before you. All that matters is you here right now. Don't know how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, but it's about time you start doing the best you that you could possibly do. God has been great to you, amazing to you. And at the end of the day, the least you can do is honor him by doing what he created you to do, and stop begging. Stop sitting around here acting like you Ichabod, like a bump on the log, chasing behind something, chasing the storm, chasing the wind, chasing out the chaff. Today, that chase done stopped and it done came to a halt. Peace be still in your finances, in your attitude. Prosperity ain't just about your money. Prosperity is about your comfort right now. And if this makes you discomfortable, for others, this makes us real comfortable. So I'm grateful we at the banquet. God, you are present. You are king. You are king in our life. You reign. You reign in us and through us. Come on now. Everybody that connects to us can't do nothing but bow down and honor the God you are and who you have always been. When they see us do it, they'll do it. We don't take pride in nothing. We give you total glory. We give it all to you. We don't want to take nothing, steal nothing. We don't want to mess up nothing. Have your way, God, and we'll continue publicly and privately, continuing to honor you by honoring self-awareness, self-recovery, self-discovery. Come on, y'all. Self-improvement, self-empowerment. God is moving. He don't need a name. He just needs you to understand. Grant him access and let him do what he have always done. Let him deal with your enemies, even if that's your lower self. Let's go. Peace and blessings in Jesus Christ's name. That's our time. You did? Amen. Woo! That was a good one for me, y'all. Thank you. YouTube, thank you. Rena on deck, you guys. She was running late. We're going to talk about you today. You better go back and see this feed. Anyway, peace and blessings, man. I got to go. Make sure you guys at that skate jam, I'm telling you, the only thing I can do, I ain't going to ask you guys for no money, because at the end of the day, I don't know how to beg people. I don't know how to ask people for something they should know how to do anyway. Invest in yourself. We got hoodies. It's online. We got t-shirts. We got mugs. We got help. We got everything. This broadcast was set up for you. Okay? It was set up for you. We got a skate party. Okay? We got to sell these tickets. Okay? If not, I got to pay for these out of my pocket. All right? Now, Sonya done bought these two, and she weighed in California. Some of you, I don't care if you don't know how to skate. You better buy these tickets. I'm trying to tell you something. Okay? It's a blessing. Please. It's a blessing. Hey, Neff, what's going on? I got family members logging in, no doubt. Y'all take care, man. Share this feed. 5 people need to see this. Transformation from water to wine. From wine. Wine ran out. The transformation was not the water to the wine. The transformation is they had wine that ran out. And when it ran out, they had an attitude. When it ran out, people ran out. When they ran out, they thought game was over. When you ran out, they thought you was over and you laid there. All they had to do is hit reset. All you had to do is hit reset. You ran out like, I ain't got nothing. And it's like, well, let me get going. You ain't got nothing to give. You ain't got nothing. No, you didn't know how to pour that water. No. Notice this. I'm not just pouring water for me. You pouring water for you too. You ain't finna get no wine behind me over here with water. Both of you pour you some water. And we're going to start over. And as I turn my water into wine off of what I do, you turn your water into wine off of what you do. But if you don't have nothing and you waiting on me, this your problem, okay? Not mine. That's your problem, not mine. And Jesus said that. He said, woman, this ain't my problem. What's wrong with you? What I got to do with this situation? Why are you involving me? And that's what happens. Some of you volunteer yourself. You involve yourself in other people's mess and business. And then you want to blame them for you getting involved into something you should have never been in the first place. Mind your business and keep it moving. Your situation ain't that bad, but God deals with you for what you keep trying to deal with, okay? Keep it moving. Y'all got it? I got it. Take care, man. YouTube, I'm out. Mighty Monday Meltdown. See y'all at the Rude Awakening. Yeah, that's that. And you guys, I'm out.